Hey there, fellow builders of the Death Cult, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Anomaly Death Cult, Episode 28, Added Security. I'll take some high mate genes. Maybe we get lucky and get something good scanned off of it. Oh, Carthrain, how dare you. I told him to go hunt the Thrumbo, and the Thrumbo died in the process, so he was like, oh, job's done, left it there. Gas hop is now done. I'm going to go back to multi-analyzer. But that means that we can start making things like heavy SMGs and chain shotguns. Which is going to be better than what we currently have. So I'm going to make 3 of the... I think heavy SMGs are a little bit more versatile. With Crackhead. So that Crackhead, Brandy, and Carthrain all can have one. Dave and Whirlig already has one. And then Jazz and Ovalka have something better. Monkey is enslaved. Giveaway timer for Monkey. So Monkey, you are going to wear slave clothing and work. You are also going to be one of our cooks. But primarily, you're going to be planting. Trebo and Grant going for a prison break. Good luck with that. You really come to the wrong prison. So these are blood bags. And if they die, like, I'm not going to be overly sad. Nope, they died. One died. Treble's down. The other one's dead. At some point, we'll have, like, a solution for it where we'll have dead calm genes to implant, but until the time, you know, whatever. It happens. Crackhead, you've been sleeping this whole time? I think we need more slave suppression stuff too. So I'm gonna have Crackhead spend the time, the day today, doing that stuff. Making sure that we have body straps and collars and all that. Ah, GMT, we extracted very attractive out of you. Alright. We're all like ugly cultists with like flesh mass organs. So it's kind of funny to extract that. Nice. Got a mare. I don't have an animal pen. I'm still prioritizing the defenses. I mean, if the animals starve while they're roped up, like, oh well. There is some wild grasses there. They should be okay for now. Time for very attractive ghouls. I don't even think ghouls have an attractiveness. They do. Okay, I take that back. You can have beautiful ghouls, apparently. I mean, and I'm sure it's someone's kink, just not mine. Nice. Our shelves are completely full of meat and rice now. Big old harvest. And now that we have some central AC in the base, I can also start making word again. especially with all the additional slave cooks that we've got. Treble, go berserk. Really? You didn't learn your lesson? All right. Good job berserking. You got a whole 1 foot before the ghouls put you down. Just gonna leave you there to twist and writhe. I don't feel bad for you anymore. So once Crackhead's done getting some slave clothing, I'm going to have you guys decide, and making the heavy SMGs, I'm going to have you guys decide next project. What project to undertake next. So I could make better armor. I could also set up a crude, a first pass at a killbox. I could also start running void rituals. So one of those 3 things, or one last is pursue the relic. Because there's a relic with information about. So, there you go. What should we do once I have better guns? Pair it with better armor? Which should be pretty easy. We have a lot of Thrumble fur. So a mix of Thrumble for dusters and like, you know, whatever. Or killbox or void rituals. It's up to you. And Brady Bill, congrats on becoming a slave. I'm going to drop the numbers, but you're welcome to use the character redemption if you want to change your name. Is that redeemable? Yeah, it's redeemable. Okay, cool. What happened to the better weapons? It's coming. Just Crackhead is working on the slave clothing that we lack, and then we'll get it. Treble, very soon, I think you will lose the right to have legs. Legs are a privilege. One of which you will be soon denied. So if I wanted a really good... I wonder what happens when you have hemogenic ghouls. I have no idea. But like this would be a pretty strong ghoul xenogerm. I'm not sure what happens when you have xenogenic ghouls. That could get real weird. I'm morbidly curious though. In about 18 days, we can get another Sangophage duplication, and then we are very close to having mutations. So, Brady Bill, you're brand new. Go accept your flesh organ. That sounds wrong. A flesh whip. Good. Nothing like having a slave that has a high damaging body part. Oh well. Jenko, thank you for the resub. Welcome. Oh my god. We have a bit of corn on our hands. Just a wee bit. You know what that means? Because we have slave power too. Let's go ahead and cook 20 meals with the corn, and then human meat's fine, but no twisted meat, because that's special. Wiki says the hemogenic genes are disabled for ghouls? Cool. I mean, I figured they would be. You can't really... Ghouls, like, don't even have blood, so they really can't be hemogenic, kind of by definition, but I was curious about that. Are they even allowed to eat fine and lavish? So the current meal policy doesn't allow it. But what I could do is I can change the meal policy for a new one, which will be NPM and fine, so that the colonists will be given the option to have fine meals if they'd like, but not the slaves. Oh, that's all right. There we go. Good. So yeah, with the amount of food that we have in our kitchen, we definitely need something to do with it, because it's everywhere. So, what do you guys vote on? Seems like first pass at a kill box. Copy that. So as soon as these heavy SMGs are done, we'll do that. So, speaking about kill boxes, some of the most effective kill boxes that I can make usually are like fire maze traps, as they're very easy to have built, pretty cheap to maintain, especially when you have farmers and hay. So I probably want to build one such trap. It does mean that Avaka and Jazz don't want to be around it because they're pyrophobes, but that's okay. And then I probably want another kill box, which is just a general one. So I'm going to want 2 kill boxes. And maybe what I'll do is something like this. I'll have like a fire maze trap here and a traditional kill box here. The other issue is we are closer to the east than the west. So instead, what I might want is both of them west, so there's more time to react. Because if I set like one of them up east, enemies could be on top of the turrets by the time they spin up. So yeah, let's do something like that. An expansion of future living space? No, I don't. I'm not gonna. I work on what is voted on. I'm not going into deep planning. I'm not interested in planning out like a colony for 20. In fact, I don't think our population is going to go much more than what it currently is. So, in the interest of symmetry, let's make this symmetrical. What is it? 31 out? 27 out? I mean, as symmetrical as it can be, I should say. I'm going to lay down some initial walls. And this means that limestone stone cutting will have to come back into fashion. I'm planning to use the zone. I'm also going to need to clear it. And I'm probably going to want to clear a path back here so that we can actually just walk as well. So a lot of plant cutting. Now, I think this zone is probably most in the center of the map. Just from, like, glancing at it. Like, it's 124 from the top and 129 from the bottom. So this would be ideal for turrets, because it being in the center, it is the furthest from everything else, more or less. Do I still have my bait beacon? Oh no, that got destroyed. Do I have any beacons? Do I even have trade? No, I don't even have trade. I don't even have a comms console. Let's get one of those too. I thought I did have a comms console. But clearly not. I'm actually going to make this a little bit further out. it over there. So I'm just doing a bait beacon in case I get pod drop raided, so that the pod drop raiders don't land next to the base. Instead, they land out in the open field. Far easier to muster a defense against. Yeah, having a comms console will allow us to get a little bit more quests, I suppose, and like talk to people. Summon Diabolus is available now that we have a comms console. Yeah, so clearly I didn't have one of those. We probably have had like orbital traders and just a whole bunch of things happening. In terms of quest rewards, okay, I've done that right. So a fire maze, I'll set up here. Probably 2 of them, because this is really big. Having 2 fire mazes is going to be so that I can mitigate 2 different raids at once. So some sort of maze like this. And I can use cheaper stones on the inside. Like sandstone. And get that set up with 2 entryways on either end. That looks very cleared very quick. Nice. Crackhead, you done with all those guns? No. In fact, I think you are constructing over smithing, and that would be my fault. So go back to smithing. And this is a really small kill box, but that's why I said like a first pass at a kill box. So set up 2 fire mazes and a simple kill box. Cannot stress the simple. It's not going to be complex. Sort of on purpose. Suppose I could have had the ghouls do this work. Oh well. It's a little bit more elegant to have a constructor deconstruct. I'm actually going to change the design just a wee bit to make it easier to set and reset. So, let's see here. We'll have entry doors. So this will be the entry to the fire mazes. That could be limestone. And we'll have a way for someone to go inside this hallway here to open the doors to allow people entryway into the fire mazes. So if we don't want to fire maze the enemies, we don't have to. We can sort of turn it on or off. And then these doors probably should be non-flammable. They kind of need to open and close quickly, though. So that's the only issue that I see. But I'll leave that for now. And then it'll just maze back and forth. In fact, this is probably bigger than it really needs to be unless we get, like, some mega raids. And then I'll put, like, stone barricades inside. Yeah, something like that. That will surely torch anyone coming in to mess with us. For now, I don't want to roof this thing up because most of the people don't have dark vision, so roofing it up would just slow us down. So you can set up fire mazes that, like, incapacitate for people to capture. But in my experience, those types of fire mazes are harder to design and run and very dangerous for sanguiphages, so I'm not going to bother with that design. I guess for now I'll just do stone doors. I don't see an issue. And if we want to use this area as like a bottleneck, I guess I can design it to have this be used as a brawler bottleneck as well. The outer doors are wood. Yeah, I know that. I was considering leaving them as wood so that it's a maze that will self-extinguish. Rather than, but well, I'll have them be stone. Once you go in, I want you dead, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. All right, another thing I want to do is Jazz. You are gonna have to go get a whole lot of metal for us, because if we're doing the rest of like a kill box, I'll want to pave it over. Because I don't want trees growing in the kill box, offering cover to enemies or anything like that. So I'm planning on just steel flooring, concrete flooring up this whole area so that nothing can grow. And there we go, Brady Bill, finally joining us in our lack of humanity. We have an entry point, a vision break, and turrets of some sort or something down range. We don't even necessarily need turrets. I would also say that in this design, it might be nice to have a ghoul thoroughfare so that ghouls can get to the end of the kill box quickly, so that they can be used in combat to jump shooters. So I'll have like ghoul doors on the ends. I'm going to build those doors last because they punch a hole in our defenses until they're built. The rest of it's built. So it's mostly just a shooting gallery for now, no turrets. We can incorporate turrets, but I think I'm probably going to wait to incorporate turrets until we have fabrication. Because as soon as you start setting up turrets, they inevitably get broken, right? When you build something, they break. And we don't have the capacity to easily replace broken stuff. So it's probably in our benefit to not have component-hungry defenses reliant upon a resource we can't replenish. And I believe we only need, what, one more SMG? Yep. Nice. And the last SMG is not super important, because, like, Carthrain is not a fully functioning brain. I think I'm going to intentionally have the ends of the fire mazes be steel. Too bad he can't miracle heal himself. I know, right? Just self-lay on hands. Now what I really need is like a bulk goods trader to come by and be like, alright, here's a bunch of steel. That would be great. Oh, we're like finally breaking humanity. He has been a colonist for a long time. How long have you been a colonist for? 38 days? This is the first time. So for over half a year, you've held on to your humanity and you're finally realizing, yeah, it's not worth it. Can't beat him? Join him. Our backup stockpile of sandstone's gone. So we're also going to want to continue sandstone cutting. So we're out of sand blocks. Looking good. I like it. We still have a lot of meat left. I was gonna have the ghouls hunt, but I really don't need to. So, what was that last gun? Normal quality? Alright, that's good enough. Crumble mine, here's an SMG. Yeah, that's exactly how we are. I know a lot of people IRL that are a lot more brain dead than Carthrain who own guns, so... It's fine. It's not fine, but it happens. Oh, Trevo, crisis of belief. How close are you over to your... Wow, you are really addicted. Yeah, if you are in an ideology, to answer chat's question, if you're in an ideology that has inhuman, your first mental break will be a inhumanizing one. Even if the mental break is like drug-induced or anything. I think no matter what, it's guaranteed your next mental break is dehumanizing. And then after that, you have normal breaks. Oh, art. Back in you go. All right, looks like we have a little bit more room for meat. So I'm going to hunt the animals that give good leathers. I have a little hankering of, like, a ritual. Phyllophage requires shards. I could do draw shamblers if we want more shards. It's a good way to farm shards. I could even do void provocation. That's probably the most interesting to me, to find some more void entities. So I think what I'll do is I'll try to... I want to build these two doors here so that we don't have doors that are going to break down. And then do a void provocation. Provoke the void and do some study. Yeah, something to test out those new weapons, exactly. Molotovs. This is a shelf for Molotovs so that we have a source of fire nearby. Easy to set things on fire. And we have unnatural healing again. Everyone's fine. I could heal Trebo. Yeah, I'll just heal Trebo. I mean, might as well just use it. Maybe I get to harvest a kidney. Yep, kidney's back. Your psychic addiction removed. Jazz, there's got to be a better way to do that, friend. Going through the whole maze instead of just doing it from the back. Whatever. Oh, I moved the ghouls in position for the bear and then, like, forgot about them. Extra pain and darkish red... a dark reddish hair. Which is a funny one, because genies don't have hair. I would say the structure of the maze is nearly done. I'll still, of course, need to put the barricades in. That's a bit of an afterthought. Once the walls are up, and roof it up. Carthrain, guess what? You lout, lazy lout. Going to finish off the grizzly bear. I bet grizzly bear dies of sanguination before he even gets there. Yep, that... okay, forget it. Turn around. Juggernaut serum is done. Let's do Revenant Invisibility. Sounds fun. Vodka, if you're already all the way out here, let's just kill the grizzly bear. Jack has converted on his own to Zoot and Teeth. Okay. So, isn't that the second time he's become a cannibal? That kid has some issues. What are you... oh, you're replacing. Hey. Nope, he's back to his original. That's funny. Twisted Obelisk is ready to go again, but I don't really need to use it. I don't have anyone to mutate, so I'm going to hold off on that. And multi-analyzer is done. Awesome. I'm not I'll queue up precision rifling, which will unlock the last basic anomaly research of Biopharo, which is what we have left. But let's get a multi-analyzer build. That will speed us up. Silvaka, deliver the materials. And we are strapped for steel. So I think, Jazz, you're going to have to go out and start mining for it again. A trade ship combat supplier. So the issue with that is I don't have a beacon yet. And I need to make the dud beacon before I make the real one. So I'll get Whirlig out there. I might actually miss the opportunity to do this orbital trade just because of the timing of things. Can you request bulk trader? No, you can't request orbital traders. They just show up. There's nothing you can do to affect them as the player, without mods at least. Okay, so the bait beacon is done, and if we haul this steel in, I'll have enough steel to build a real one. Yeah, I am going to need to think about renewable sources of steel soonish. Deep drill steel or stealing steel off of sites. Oh, a tough spike is escaping. Good luck. My money's on my ghouls. Ghouls win. Actually, they were untouched entirely. So as far as what materials are left, let's see. Compacted steel. Everything known. Oh no, there's some compacted steel right here. I didn't even know about. That's very close to the base. That's convenient. Oh, Ivalka, you switched. I guess it's fine. I don't really care what the tough spike is. Whirlig, did you build? Yes, okay, so we have a beacon up. Unfortunately, Jazz is our best person to talk to for trade, so I'm going to have to bring him back from mining. But I'm going to cancel that vein and do the steel that's closer, which will help Jazz's commute time. Because there's a vein right there that I had overlooked. Are they still around? They are. So now that we can make SMGs and the like, I don't need to hold on to I don't really need to hold on to like the crummier weapons. Even the nerve spikers I'll part with. I don't find that the nerve spikers, unless they're really high quality, are like any good. Just my personal opinion about them. Gene pack for strong immunity. I don't care. Yep. Yeah, that's fine. A little bit more silver. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Anomaly Death Cult, which originally streamed live on Twitch May 5th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patron, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow death cultists.